Welcome to another episode of Sessions with Claye. Just in the park. You're gonna hear that a noise because there are children outside. I'm in the park. Obviously, it's nice outside here. It's a good time to be flying airplanes if you're a pilot. It's a good time to get a tan, I guess, if you want one. And it's a good time. Actually, it's a bad time for people like me with hay fever. But hey, let's go. Yeah. Either way, we give thanks for the sun and the moon and the stars and everything, you know. So, without further ado, let's go into some of the questions. Inspiration, I draw it from everywhere. Yeah, everywhere actually. You know, everything, everywhere. For me, I've learned to just be receptive to everything, you know. And I think as a creative person, it's very good to just be receptive to every and anything, because inspiration comes from every and anything, you know, and everywhere, you know. So that's virtually it. And then in terms of writing, I admire a lot of the people who I admire in terms of writing. They're not artists; they actually are writers who are ghost writing or something, you know. But there are artists who write, you know, and I mean. Even those dancehall, Vybz Kartel is a really good lyricist. You know, you have the lyricists who use metaphors, and you have the lyricists who, you know, you have the storytellers, you know, the Beres Hammonds, and you know what I mean, Dennis Brown, and you know what I mean. It just, the Bob Marleys, I tell you what, reggae has a lot of really good writers. You know? All the way right down from old school, you know, old school days, you know, right down to the new school days, but right down to myself. Randy Valentine, Chronix, Kabaka Pyramid, you know, for me it's very, it's an inspiration to hear the man them, because, you know, every one of these artists have songs that myself as an artist and a writer, would be happy to sing. I would sing that. I would sing that, you know what I mean? It's a lovely song, and the lyrics is, you know, so I do admire everyone, and, you know, I don't keep it to one person, and I'm very open to people and artists and stuff, you know, so yeah. From now, 5 years from now, I see myself doing music still, but I see myself growing. Yeah. I see myself growing, you know, and being, and having that recognition that I deserve, you know, and just, yeah, you know, just being an artist that people would say, yeah, you know what, that's a credible artist, that's a credible songwriter, that's a credible producer. Yeah, 5 years from now, maybe a year from now too. Yeah. Many heroes. One grand hero, that's Mama. My mother is my biggest hero, you know. Through all the struggles and everything I've seen, you know. Mama. You know, she's my biggest hero, you know. Mother, if you're watching this, you are my biggest hero. Well, you already know that, but yeah. Don't speak to her. Joking, alright. I was gonna say not say anything, but yeah. The best thing is, look, be honest, be respectful, and be yourself. That's it. Like, be yourself, be honest, and just respect. That's it. And if you need a few extra lines, just type in Claye, you know. Google. I might have a few songs that might give you a few lines or a few tips. Yeah. I'm from Kingston. And if you're watching this and you're from England, I'm not talking Kingston in England, I'm talking about Kingston, Jamaica. I am a Kingstonian. Yeah. I don't have a preference. I really like, I think they're two different things. I really like to talk about love, and you know, I'm a lover, you know. On the love, on the female male aspect, you know, and then I want to talk about love too, on the reality aspect, you know, of like love and be loved. you know, the reality song. So I don't have a preference. I actually prefer to do both then. If I have to choose, I would choose both. So yeah. Like any other or every other industry, there are sharks or opportunists or people who use and take the piss or abuse people and their career, etc. So it's not something new, or it's not something that you can sidestep from any other industry, whether it be music, film, whatever, you know. So yeah, that's you know, it's a good time if we're open for the change. Yeah. Yeah, I lean more to vegetables still, naturally. But I eat a few fish. Yeah. But naturally lean to vegetables, you know, herbs. This is weird. One of my favorite things right now is pesto. Yeah, it's Italian, but you know, it's pesto is one of my favorite things right now. Don't ask me why, I don't know. You know, but I never used to hate it actually. I hated it, but you know, I still have a weak spot for ackee. Ackee, yeah. I'm a classical pianist, and I play the drums and I play the guitar. They're not my first instrument. My first instrument is the piano, or some might say the voice now. But drums, my second instrument. Then the third instrument in terms of competence level. Yeah, the piano, the guitar is third. I have a saxophone. I just figured out how to make a sound from it. Yeah, and it was difficult to actually make one sound from a saxophone. I have one. I will play it eventually. I have a violin too. I can do some stuff on a violin too. So yeah, I mean, I like the idea of playing multiple instruments as well. You know, just to understand it as well from a production standpoint. It's good to understand what the instrument does. So yeah, I very much play more than one instrument, and that was the reason for it too. Yeah. I want to keep the video short. The video is short, short and spicy. You know, I want to be long and drawn out because people have their busy life, and sometimes you just only have a few minutes or so to kind of like check out what I'm going with Claye or whatever, you know. So, in closing, I want to say this. I'm grateful for the love again and the support. You know, it's getting really hot outside here too, you know. So. You know, I'm very much grateful for the love and the support. Keep supporting me. I will not let you down. I only aspire to do better music. Keep the feedbacks coming. Keep the questions coming. I'm trying to connect with you guys. You know, yeah. And then I guess I'll figure it out as we go along. But subscribe, spread the word. Stay in the know, like I said it before, stay in the know and stay in the now. Subscribe so you can just get the whole thing first, yeah? And stay humble, be humble, stay humble, you know? I try to stay humble, I'm a human being, I'm susceptible to messing up, but humble life we live. Once again, thanks to everybody in the world, Europe, you know, I mean, Latin America, you know, England, you know, the Caribbean, anybody who's tuning in, thank you. Respect the time. Sessions with Claye. We're going. We just start. Bam. Yeah.